Namaskara. Welcome to the 30th year celebrations of the Dhaatu Navaratra Mahotsava. We have here the welcoming Tanjavur dolls which are giving Arishina and Kunkuma to everybody who enters here. Next to that is the Kinhala dolls, the Kinhala Gauri couples who are playing the Jade Kolata. These are the Kinhala dolls, the Kinhala couples playing the Jade Kolata. Next to that is a ceramic Geetopadesha, which is something we have acquired from the previous generations. We have the Garudotsava of Vishnu and Garuda, which is refurbished from an ancient temple of near Pondicherry. And then we have the traditional hundi, which is the system which India follows, where not-profit organization like ours runs with the donations of the people who care about it. We welcome you inside to Sri Ranga, the glass house, where you can see a lot of the traditional dolls of Navaratra. Welcome. Behind me is the traditional steps of Navaratra. We have the creator Brahma, the sustainer Vishnu, and he who does Laya or dissolves, Shiva. The festival itself starts by putting a pot of water symbolizing creation along with the wooden dolls, the Patta the Bombay, which are symbolic of the male and female energies. In Karnataka, we give prayers to the Lord, to the king, to the administrator of the nation, who's taking care of all of us, and say, may they be well internally and externally. With the doll display and putting of the kalasha, which is the coconut and the pot of water, we start the creation process of our artistic journey of what life means to us. We sustain this for 9 days, and on the 10th day, we make the Patta the Bombay, male and female dolls sleep and remove the pot of water. So dissolution. So anything which is created will be destroyed. So there is a huge lesson of life in between the Padya and the Dashami of Navaratra. Here you will see many avatars of Vishnu, many forms of Durga, and we also have patriots who have fought for the nation. You will see great artistic achievers. You will see vessels of many kinds, and we have our own finishing school with the Shetty Angadi, which is telling us on what are the grains required, what are the spices we use in our kitchens. This is put up so children who do it again and again, by the time they blossom into adults, know everything that is required about healthy eating, and they can recognize. And we have a lot of these spices in our country. We also have tiny little vessels, and some of them are special, that they are used for puja or the worship of the gods. So the whole gamut of whatever our life is appears on these steps, and each doll speaks volumes. It tells us about the importance of life, the purpose of life, how to have fun in life, and what to be calm about. Peace or mindlessness or ecstatic happiness is where this is taking us. Along with the main steps, we have the Mysore Dasara procession. It starts with Mahishasura, symbolizing Chamundi Hills, and then the Asthana Bakshis and the horse traders, the uncles of Maharaja, and then we have the elephants, the Ambari, and then the drummers and the cows and the chariots and even the cars of the palace and the people joining in tableaus. All along this floor, you can see the Mysore Dasara processions, a very precious collection of ancient brass and bronze artifacts, miniatures can be found in these cupboards. Walking through the Sriranga glass house in a Pradakshinakara, we now arrive at the Mahabharata description of 72 scenes. In this depiction, there is at least one story chosen from all the 18 parvas. So the 18 parvas are represented, and it starts with Maharshi Vedavyasa reciting the Mahabharata and Ganesha writing it. Then there is Janamejaya Sarpayaga. It goes in the form of a Sarpa or S and ends with Yudhishthira going all alone up in the Mahaprasthana Parva and the dog following him. Down below, we have the scene of the war of Kurukshetra, where we have the Gitopadesha between the Pandava and Kaurava armies, and then we have the Chakravyuha, Siyena Vyuha, Ardha Chandra Vyuha, and the Vishwarupa Darshana of the Lord to Arjuna. We can also see terracotta horsemen and elephant riders along the borders of the Mahabharata. The Mahabharata has had a unit of war called the Akshohini, whose basic unit comprises of a single chariot, elephant, 3 horses, and 5 men on foot soldiers, and this is called a patti. So there is a trial to represent this unit of war in these Vyuha formations. Moving on, we have artisans showing the different vrittis or traditional professions. Most of these dolls are from the Krishnanagar district of West Bengal. Here is a section representing the South Indian wedding. We have the Janavasa Varapuje, we have the Samman Male Arati, and we have the Dhare Mantapa. And then we have the reception, and of course the elaborate meal on a banana leaf. This is the main stage of the Sri Ranga glass house. We have about 21 Nilu Gauri dolls. Nilu Gauri dolls are originating from the Koppala district near Hampi. Their origin is from Kinhada, and a couple of these which are very old are also from the Dharwad region of Karnataka, where they used to make these dolls. They are made of bombax cotton called Shalmali Vriksha, and they are given a structural support with fabric and high density wood powder with tamarind powder, seed powder paste. Here we see the scene of Rama Janana along with the Janana, the birth of Rama, Bharata, Lakshmana and Shatrughna. And before that, we see Agni Deva coming up with the pot of payasa, giving it to Dasharatha and his 3 queens. Vasishta Maharshi is the preceptor who is taking care of the details of the yajna. They also have a Ritvik who has been invited, who is Rishyashringa, the son of Vibhandaka Maharshi and Apsara Urvashi, who is born with a horn, and he is getting married to Shanta, the elder daughter of Dasharatha Maharaja. Here we see the scene of Rishyashringa being brought into Ayodhya by a group of dancers of Ayodhya. It is said that Ayodhya didn't have rains, had famine for 12 long years, and Maharshi Vasishta advises Dasharatha Maharaja to bring in the great saint Rishyashringa. He says, once he comes in, we will request him to perform the Ashwamedha Yaga. Of course, we will get rains, and then we can also request him, if he is pleased, to perform the Putra Kameshti Yaga, by which you can beget sons. Then whole of Ayodhya is asked, who will go to protect the kingdom? Everybody is scared of getting cursed by Vibhandaka Maharshi. Rishyashringa has grown up deep inside the jungles, where he did not even know what a female human is. So when everybody refuses, the dancers of Ayodhya accept this challenge. They say, we shall sacrifice ourselves for the good of our country. And then they go through waterways and entice Rishyashringa to get on the boat and bring him back into Ayodhya. The minute Rishyashringa steps into Ayodhya, there is rainfall and people rejoice. Here we have dolls from different parts of the world. Our own dolls from Karnataka, beadwork, and then right behind me is a proposed tourism in Kashmir, where people can have the European experience at Indian prices. Below this is the representation of a circus. We are now in the scenes which depict Shiva Purana. Brahma Murari Surarchita Lingam, Ravana Darpa Vinashaka Lingam, seen from Kailasa, Meenakshi Kalyana, Tripura Sammara, Gangavatarana, Shankaracharya, and the Amla story where the Mahalakshmi rains gold coins, Markandeya story, Vedara Kannappa story. The ghats and the streets of Varanasi. Rama Panchayatana. 5 people closest to Rama's heart: Sita, Hanuman, Bharata, Shatrughna and Lakshmana can be seen here. Below, we have Ramajanana in detail, an elaborate static theatre of Ramajanana. We are looking at Maharshi Valmiki's Ramayana depictions from the sage writing the first shloka to Lavakusha Pattabhisheka, and then Swami Tyagaraja singing in praise of Sri Ramachandra. These are depicted using terracotta dolls, wooden dolls, and special dolls made from Varanasi, and some created at our own Dhaatu Center. We welcome you to enjoy these scenes from Maharshi Valmiki's Ramayana. We have the Mysore Vodayar and the largest vyuha of Mahabharata, Padmagarbha Suchi Mukha Shakata Vyuha, which is said to be about 60 kilometers in length. Dronacharya strategizes this vyuha the day after Abhimanyu passes away, because Arjuna takes a vow that he will either vanquish Jayadratha, who by deceitful means prevented others from entering the Chakravyuha, or immolate himself. Here we have the Asthana Bakshis of the Mysore Darbar. We have the depiction of Navadurga with her Vahanas as found in the Mysore Paddhati. So we have Siddhadatri here, and we can also see Chandraganta. So we change the Vahana and the Ayudhas of Durga during Navaratra every day. Behind me are the Dikpalakas. These were created at Dhaatu with the idea of establishing the Dikpalakas as stated in the Purvaranga of the Natya Shastra. This is also the work of from Kinhal. The artisan Ekappa was from Kinhal who did it. And this whole line is till here is of Kinhala dolls, means dolls made in the Koppala district town of Kinhala of Karnataka, which traces a written history of over 600 years in large doll making. This year, we have a special feature that we have put the Navaratra Bombay Mettilu, the steps, and provided some terracotta dolls for anybody, enthusiast, people wanting to explore, who have the desire to put up dolls but don't have it in their homes, to put it up here, take a picture and take the memory home. School children, adults, young people, everybody alike has enjoyed doing these, decorating these steps with their own creativity. Here is a totem pole of the stuffed toys and a forest created by young Keshav and Rukmini. Continuing in the Kinhala Bidi, we have a merry-go-round of Dashavatara. We have Krishna and Andal. This side, we have Rati Manmata, Krishna and Rukmini playing Pagada. Behind me are stories of Krishna Leela and some stories from the Bhagavatam like Dhruva, Samudra Mathana, Prahlada, Gajendra Moksha, Vamanavatara, story of Gatotkacha, which is popular, and Srinivasa Kalyana. We also have Kubera and Vishwakarma over here. Dhaatu Navaratra Mahotsava is celebrating its 30th year this time. We are located at the Mandala Cultural Center in Talagattapura, Kanakpura Main Road, Bengaluru. We have recorded this for those of you who missed coming here personally. You may join us next year at the same location. We will be open from the Padya of Navaratra till a week before Deepavali. Namaste. I am Anupama Hoskere, founder director of Dhaatu.